2022 is possibly looking like the ultimate year for new games that push the limits beyond anything we could imagine. I mean, the lineup you're about to see is, in one word, insane. Hey G Nation, I'm Ben and today on Android GameSpot, the top 10 new online games of 2022. This video is focused on action shooters and other genres will be featured in a separate video. The ranking is in no particular order, so I highly recommend watching the whole video till the end. And without any further ado, let's do this! Number 10. Warframe Mobile. After the rumors back in 2020, Warframe Mobile was finally confirmed summer of 2021. We also know for a fact that the game will feature both crossplay and cross-save features. Warframe is an online multiplayer third-person shooter that first came out on PC back in 2013 before launching on the PS4, Xbox One, and the Nintendo Switch. The game lets you explore different alien planets, fight enemies, and gather resources to build new weapons and warframes. It has become one of the most popular free-to-play shooters in the past 10 years, and it's worth mentioning that the crossplay and cross-save features are brand new and Warframe players have been asking for this for a long time. Other than the mobile version being in development, we don't actually have any more info, but the gameplay reveal you're looking at looks pretty damn good, so count me in. Number 9. Undawn. Say hello to Undawn, a new open-world co-op game from publisher Tencent and developed by Lightspeed and Quantum Studios, the studio behind none other than PUBG Mobile. The new action game is set in a dangerous and unforgiving world where you must fight for survival against not only zombies, but the other, even more deadly threat, humans. Fighting alone won't be enough for survival, so you will need to team up with other players to scavenge the world for items, to craft weapons and supplies, but also to build shelters, trade resources, and so on. Undawn will feature PvP and PvP and was expected to release on Android, iOS, and PC by late 2021, but it has been delayed, and although we don't have an official release date yet, I'm positive it will come out this year, and the sooner the better. Number 8. H1Z1. As probably most of you know, H1Z1 is a battle royale game similar in many regards to games like Fortnite or PUBG, with currently a PC and PS4 versions already available. Daybreak and Nunji Mobile joined forces to bring to light the new H1Z1 Mobile, with Nunji Mobile's head of game engine development, John Wiacek, saying that Daybreak's well-tested game engine currently running EverQuest and H1Z1 combined with the proprietary next-generation mobile game engine which they are developing are platforms that will enable unprecedented scale and provide enjoyment to millions of players. Now, there is no mention of a release date or even whether the game will be available on both Android and iOS, but my guess will have to be both. As for the release window, I think it's likely to be 2022 as H1Z1 Mobile has been in development for about 2 years now. Fingers crossed. Number 7. The Division Mobile. Ubisoft has announced that they're expanding on the Division series with a bunch of new multimedia content to keep the fans engaged, and we're talking about a new novel, a new Netflix movie, and The Division Mobile. Ubisoft said that The Division will be coming to mobile platforms for the very first time, bringing the universe to an even wider audience. This announcement was made in May of 2021, so if I were to take a guess on a release date, I would say last quarter of 2022, and that's optimistic. Still, I have some great memories playing The Division in co-op with my friends, and I can't wait for this to drop on mobile, and hopefully they don't screw it up like they did with Tom Clancy's Elite Squad. Number 6. Rogue Company. Staying in the third-person genre, Rogue Company first came out back in 2020 on PC, PS4, Xbox One, and the Nintendo Switch, followed by a PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X version, and it looks like the next stop is mobile. The game features a bunch of game modes which include Extraction, Demolition, and Strikeout, which by the way are all 4v4 objective-based game modes. There are also 2v2 modes if that's your thing. You should also know that Rogue Company isn't particularly graphically demanding, so one can expect the mobile version to be accessible to a wider range of devices. There is no specific launch window yet, but we're expecting multiple beta tests before the actual release, which if I had to guess, I would say summer 2022. And as always, I will keep you updated as soon as we know more. Number 5. Fading City. Fading City is perhaps NetEase's response to Undawn. In other words, it's an upcoming open world survival game with the wasteland as a setting and built with Unreal Engine 4. Fading City is set around a modern city that was struck by a major disaster that is threatening the survival of mankind, and you as a player will be on a journey through Wasteland City where hordes of zombies are lurking all over the place. The game supports 2 to 4 players in co-op, and the open world map seems to spread over 1 million square meters. Now, I'm not great in math, but that sounds huge. You will have to do everything in your power to survive, things like scavenging for resources and building shelters, plus there are different playstyles such as Trap Masters, Stealth Assassin, and so on. If you're curious about Fading City and want to actually try the game, the early access version is available on the official website, and I will put the link down in the description. Number 4. Battlefield Mobile. Back in April 2021, EA announced that Battlefield Mobile was in the works, and I covered that on our Instagram page. Fast forward to September and we got some new info about EA's upcoming mobile FPS, or one of them I should say. For starters, the game will be coming to both mobile platforms. It will be free to play with in-app purchases. These will include things like battle passes, costumes, weapon skins, unlockable new features, and more. We don't really know if the game will feature the same content as the original versions, but the playtest featured a map from Battlefield 3 as well as the Grand Bazaar and Conquest mode from the original game. Battlefield Mobile already had a test phase in some countries late last year, and while we don't have a specific release date yet, the online squad FPS is expected for 2022. Number 3. War in Arms Prime Forces. War in Arms is a 5v5 competitive multiplayer tactical FPS game with indoor super close range combat. The game is heavily focused on squad-based battles where you will join other players to team up with various in-game operators that are highly skilled members of a special forces unit. The game will also feature a diverse weapon system along with a bunch of game modes such as Unranked Mode CQR, Bomb Defuse, and more. If War in Arms sounds like a Rainbow Six Siege clone, well, that's because it is, and I don't mind that one bit, as I'm a big fan of the game and have watched lots of the esports events, so I really can't wait to try this out when it launches. Number 2. Apex Legends. EA and Respawn Entertainment announced Apex Legends in what seems like ages ago, so is it coming anytime soon? And the short answer is yes. Apex Legends Mobile, which is going to be a port built and designed for mobile from the ground up as its own game, kinda like Call of Duty Mobile and PUBG Mobile. EA also confirmed that the game will be free to play and will not feature cross-play. So far there's been regional beta tests in India and the Philippines, and if you were one of the lucky ones who got to try it, let us know what you thought of the game down below. Last but not least, the release date is scheduled for both Android and iOS before April 2022, and I'm super hyped to play it. What about you? Number 1. Valorant Mobile. After the major success of Fortnite on mobile, Riot Games is looking to repeat, perhaps take it one step further with Valorant Mobile. The game was confirmed in development last summer, June 3rd, 2021 to be precise, and if you're unfamiliar with the title, Valorant Mobile is the mobile version of the FPS tactical shooter on PC, which found massive success. It's going to bring the genuine PC experience to handheld devices, and this is not a simple port but rather a new build that is designed from the ground up for mobile, and as of the release date, the earliest window is probably by the last quarter of 2022. And don't trust the APKs available online, those apps are highly likely a scam and you should absolutely not install them if you care about protecting your data. And that sums up the 10 best new online games of 2022 that push the limits. And now I want to hear from you in the comments. Which of these games are you the most hyped about? Of course, as always, if you enjoyed this video, clicking the like button does help me out a lot and I would really appreciate that. And if you're new, consider subscribing because I put out new videos like this every week. Also, special thanks to my YouTube members, and link down below if you want to support my content and enjoy some pretty cool rewards. Once again, I'm Ben, thank you AG Nation for watching, and I'll see you next time, right here on Android GameSpot. Stay epic!